Will is a patient of mine who I have had the pleasure of treating for, at this point, over a year. Will came into the clinic, or I should say he was kind of pushed into the clinic by his wife. He was very reluctant to engage in treatment, mainly because his symptoms of PTSD were contributing to him not wanting to leave the house and being quite scared, quite anxious on a daily basis.
In 2015, Will Snow was a shell of his former self. After 7 years and 3 deployments as an Army Ranger, Will was told his Army service was over. Medically retired due to injuries sustained overseas. He became a recluse, a ghost of the man and medic who was excited to enlist and deploy.
Well, I kind of had the desire to be in the Army for a while. I kind of grew up with my grandparents, and I probably watched every war movie with my grandfather, and his medals would be on the wall, so it's kind of something I guess I looked up to, You go to Ranger Battalion, I think it's because you want to deploy. I mean, you're working with guys who are just really, really, you're talking super athletic, super smart. I was just kind of glad to be part of the team, and kind of have my part,
After undergoing rigorous training as a Ranger medic, Will's first deployment was to Iraq. He felt prepared.
I spent 2 years in a training pipeline. All I wanted to do was go overseas and work, so I was kind of excited to go.
But it didn't take long for the realities of war to rival and then surpass his old war movies.
It was actually my first deployment. Was about, it was kind of an ambush, but it wasn't a very good ambush. But they had about 20-something, 25 women and children, and they ambushed us from on top of a house where they just kind of herded them all into, So we take fire, we shoot back, and then they had a machine gun on the roof, so we dropped some bombs, and then, have to deal with the aftermath afterwards. And, there was 2 kids I couldn't save, and that was really, that was the tough part. It's just, you don't train for that, It's all your models through the pipeline, and even when we were training to go overseas, maybe it's not as common, or I don't know why, but it's just, you train on adult models, male adult models. That's everything we do, So when it was 2 little girls, that's kind of what kind of hit me,
First week that he was deployed, so you can imagine, here you are in your first deployment as a medic, and within the first week you're faced with a situation where you have to witness the killing of 2 young innocent girls. And of course, the irony is not lost in anybody in knowing that Will has his own 2 little girls.
Will, his wife Amber, and those 2 little girls live in Massachusetts, a picture-perfect family. But the picture did not reflect the reality.
I started having 3 or 4 panic attacks a day. Just, at first, I didn't think they were panic attacks, I was having a heart attack. It was chest pain, and I would try to maybe go to the supermarket, and my chest would start getting tight, and I just couldn't be around people. You don't think anything's wrong, you think you can get over it, and a lot of times you don't even realize the stuff you're putting other people through at the time,
I had done a pretty good job glossing over how bad it was, how hurt he really was, how unhappy I was. I didn't know if we were going to survive it as a couple.
Amber took up running to cope with the difficulties at home.
Running was for me. When I was at home, I had 2 kids under 2, and a husband who was not really there. And if I could get an hour, or even half an hour, get outside and just run, I just could just forget everything and just be.
When Amber saw an ad for the Run to Home Base, she signed up. The annual event brings thousands of runners, walkers, active duty military, veterans, and their families to raise awareness of the invisible wounds of war. As Amber sat in the stands listening to the opening ceremonies that day, she knew Home Base would be the place that Will could go for help.
The 2 previous runs to Home Base, I listened to the stories.
Looked in the mirror and I saw somebody else.
And it was just, these people can be helped. You can be helped.
Will worked with Dr. Tim Peterson on dealing with his post-traumatic stress, a process for many that is tough.
It's difficult. It makes you rehash stuff you don't want to rehash. And then on top of that, they're like, you don't like to go to the supermarket, go to the supermarket. You know, whatever it is, you know. You don't want to be around people, go be around people, go talk to people. Because the stuff I had in my head, it was kind of getting in the way of life. I still have the memories, you know, and it's never not going to be sad. You know, that's the thing, is they don't push it to where it's like all of a sudden you don't think it's no big deal or whatever, because it's a tragedy, you know. But they just make you be able to live with it.
Live with it and begin to thrive again. This year, the Snows found themselves back where his journey to recovery began, at the Run to Home base. The family of four was honored in the opening ceremonies by Red Sox chairman Tom Werner.
I'd like Will and Amber and their doctor, Dr. Peterson, to please stand up so we can personally thank you and tell you how deeply we care about you, and that's why we're here.
When you watch someone who's essentially housebound because of their symptoms, being able to do all the things that we would expect an adult to be able to do in their lives, to watch that kind of transformation, you know, is super gratifying as a clinician.
It's like now when you're free, it's just like, what do I do with myself now that I can do stuff? Because it was easy. I had my whole day planned before. I'm not going to leave my house.
A lot of people out there, as we speak, are not receiving care because it's too daunting to think about doing. So him sharing the story, I think, is amazing.